colleagues, we're still missing Pauline and Marcy. Any idea on either of them?
Marcy won't be here because she's not well at all.
She's not well.
I think
Apologies
somebody's
from Marcy.
substitute.
I don't think we need to have substitutes in this meeting.
Well, she won't be because she's not well.
She's not. Okay. Anyone heard anything from Pauline? I know that Pauline's husband's over there, so it's possible. Okay. Right. Well, that was the first item, folks. Good evening. Apologies for absence. Any declarations of pecuniary interest? No. Okay. All right. We're straight on to item 3, agenda item 3, which is the minutes of the last meeting.
Agreed.
Fabulous. That's what I like to hear. You'll note that we had a long discussion after the agenda items, but because they were off agenda, that wasn't actually limited, which is a shame in some ways, but in other ways it's part of the course. We're going straight on then to David, who's here in the absence of Barry, who's going to give us the designated parts of highways and licensed streets for the purposes of street grading.
Thank you, Chair. Can everyone hear me or shut up?
Oh, yeah, Nigel. Oh, I'm sorry, Nigel. Was that?
Okay, thank you, Chair. We have 5 items for the committee to decide on today. These are all operating within the borough already, all on temporary licences. Also, I can take questions from each one in turn if you wish, if there's any particular questions. Just a brief summary. The Adega in Broadway, Wimbledon, it's a new restaurant which opened up, sought to have tables and chairs outside, has since applied and been granted a temporary licence awaiting this meeting. Modern Food Store is an existing trader, but the business has changed. They decided to slightly rearrange the front of the shops. It requires a slight extension and contraction of the original designation. It's there. Pending the outcome of this, if it's granted, then we may look at rescinding the old designation that was in place. The Turkish Barbecue House, that's part of Cafe La Vella, which is obviously opposite the Civic Centre. Again, this was an extension to make sure the designation covered all of the licensed area, so just to make sure they're fully legal in that capacity. They also are holding a temporary licence for that. And Greggs in Mitcham is a revisit to a previous agenda item, our June meeting. We've had a few issues in that area getting the licence up and running on a temporary basis to test it. That's since occurred. You know from originally we had problems with the furniture being delivered to the store by the central office, and then the central office seemed to disappear. And we had no contact from them, and via the branch we managed to get back in contact with the maintenance department. I assume the person left and no one was picking up the calls or emails. So we managed to get them sorted out back on the temporary licence in the right place, and so it's obviously been presented now, having been tested during that time as requested by the committee. We've had one complaint regarding it, which was in relation to an A-board rather than tables and chairs themselves. That's been sorted.
What was the problem with the A-board?
The A-board was sticking out onto the pavement, but obviously the highway section deals with A-boards, it's not part of street trading. Sure. Although I spoke to them, it wasn't a breach of their conditions.
Right, that's that. That is the business for today. Let's go through them, just so we can say we've done it, one by one. Any questions on the Adega? Happy to go with the recommendations? Fabulous. Any questions on Warden Food Centre?
You said they want to extend it out further.
No, it's going to be narrower but longer. Since the original application was put in, they took on the 3rd unit. So they opened up the shop frontage, so they have racking across 2 frontages out of the 3 units. Because people are standing and using that part of the highway, they can't be street trading, so they need to extend the designation past that 3rd unit. By doing so, they don't need to have as much coming out as before. Yeah, so yeah, it's longer and not as wide, or not as deep, I should say.
It is better, actually.
So, Chair,
Yes?
am I right in saying that this was the one where you were suggesting that if they did have that, you might want to rescind the older one? Is that
No, I think this is...
Yes.
This is...
Yes, basically because the older one is a wider area,
Yeah.
so there's the option there to reduce it down, or it can just be left in place in case in the future time it converts to a different business.
And when it sticks out further, I mean, because the second bit, there's on my picture anyway, there's a sort of flower pot type thing. And so would it make it difficult, if it was left at the existing width, would it be difficult for...
We're talking the more food service. That's page 14.
Oh, so
14.
sorry, I'm on the wrong one. Okay.
So, we're talking about something that's thinner.
All right, but it's still sticking out. I mean, is there going to be, would there be sufficient for pedestrians? Those would be my questions.
Yes, because it's currently used at the moment with sufficient space for pedestrians to
So
pass.
it's fine.
So it's just longer.
Essentially.
So that's fine. Yeah.
We had one from Mitcham last time, which worked on the same principle, if you recall, but that didn't work because the pavement was narrow.
Sure, that's why
Yeah.
I'm wondering, yeah.
Here, you're of the opinion that it's
It's a much wider pavement and it falls under the red route as well, so obviously the highway criteria is slightly different.
Thank you.
So what we're going to, I would prefer to rescind the early vote, because if they're having it that way, they would rescind, because they might decide that it's really, they've still got a license to keep it out of,
They would be in breach of the conditions though, so there is that
because
option.
they've got enough facility people.
So you recommend?
Either or, there's not a huge amount of difference. I'm in the process of doing it.
Should be a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My feelings towards the new one. Is everybody in agreement about
The
okay
new
for the
one
new
would
one?
give pedestrians more
Okay,
So the new one and rescind.
the new one it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work. The Cafe La Bella, Turkish barbecue house. Questions?
So well, I mean, that's, I've come back to just checking that by extending it down, that we're okay with the pedestrian width.
Yeah, it's exactly the same size as the rest of the area.
Right, we know that works. Yeah.
All right.
Happy folks?
Yeah.
That's okay. Number 4, the Corner Cafe Instagrab Pretzel. Horrible name. But
Very good pretzels.
oh well, there you go. There you go.
That's all right.
Nice pretzel associated by the name.
Very interesting.
Other than that, any questions? Happy with the recommendation?
Yes.
There you go. And last, but not least, Graves Mitcham. So you couldn't actually find anyone to talk to at Graves.
No, the
Wasn't your-
person who put in the application forward, I mean, the maintenance department,
Disappeared.
so never responded to the emails in time, took a long time in between, and then eventually no response whatsoever, so we tracked them down through the email.
Good. Well, at
And
least
they
you've done
rushed
that.
to get everything sorted
Yeah,
out.
good.
They thought it had been sorted
I
already.
was thinking it's still there.
It's the problem with it.
Yeah.
It's a problem with these multinationals. Yeah. Is Graves a multinational? Yes. Possibly. Anyway, are we any questions about this?
I think it's okay because due to the fact of the new road, the pavement has been widened a bit, isn't it? So. I
Yeah,
don't
that's why Highways wanted us to test it first,
yeah.
it's because it's brand new with the bus country flow, they just want to make sure it actually works, because we have nothing to gauge it with, so we've had, like I said, we only had one complaint with our neighbour, there's been no other incidents.
Yeah. Well, our only concern is of recently of piloting and all the rest, so, that could be my only situation about that.
I'm going to counter that, Joan. I don't know if anybody, is that one of the things about Mitcham is that there is no cafe culture. And cafe culture, people sitting outside, etc. There's a bit, this is, yeah, I mean, but, it could always be improved. It's a good point, but I don't think we're fair to refuse it on the basis that it. I think, yeah, I actually hope that something like this will make
Bring a
Brits like
change.
safer.
Well,
rather
if
than-
people use it, I don't see any problem with it. So I think I go there every day.
I agree, Chair. I think that sounds sensible to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a nice idea to I think it'll
So,
bring up the
so
area.
Greg's Mitch and we're okay with
Yeah,
you?
very
Yeah, very, very good.
I tell you what, in terms of a meeting, that's pretty darn short, isn't it? Okay, there is the next, thank you very much for that, thank you very much indeed. There is a, well there isn't, there is a coda. Last time we had a long discussion after licensing about the new legislation's coming in. Obviously Barry isn't here, neither is Guy, so we can't talk about those tonight. Joan and I did a little tiny bit of work together on bringing Brixton to Mitcham. We haven't got very far with it, but we made a start. Has anybody else just...
Can you explain that, Nick?
Eh,
Bringing bricks into
No, it was see, yeah. Extending the tube, yeah. Extending the tube,
Different buses and culture.
It was no, seriously. It was seeing what they do as traders working together to actually brighten up Brixton, because Brixton has really pulled its socks up in the last few years. I mean, Brixton's a slightly different situation. It's closer into London. It's got an awful lot of things that we haven't got anyway. But we did pick up some ideas. Not enough to report back on. We've just scratched the surface. Has anybody else done anything in their areas? The only thing that I'd say, because obviously we've got nothing to report back to anyway, because the team wasn't here to do their side of it, but you know, the last thing that you want to see in politics is any form of last minuting. Sorry, that's a bit of a dig. And so it would be nice to actually, when's our next committee meeting? February. It would be nice to actually get some things done over the Christmas period, seriously, after the 31st of October, so we know what's happening. You know, to report back here with any ideas that you have as far as improving our nighttime economy is concerned, one way or the other. Okay? You weren't at the last one, were you? Nigel, you weren't at the last one, were you? I'll talk to you separately about it to bring you up to speed. Okay.
You're lucky.
Anybody else wasn't here last meeting?
Private tutoring.
Anyone else wasn't here last meeting? Okay. And then on the basis of that, unless anybody has anything else to say, meeting closed. There you go. 14 minutes. Is that a record?
No,
Barry,